guys. Um, I've been kind of going back and forth on whether or not I should make this video or not, but I guess I kind of decided I would do it. Mainly just I've been thinking about this for a while. Mainly an experiment, I guess. An experiment. Kind of just get a recording down of just get a recording out there of me whenever I'm in my whenever I'm in my lower self, and I'll explain that later. Well, actually, I should probably explain it right now. Sorry. I know that like self-diagnosing and all that is generally like frowned upon, but I think there's a case to be made that that it isn't really diagnosing. It's more just like, I'm pretty sure, and if anybody watches this and like is certain that I'm wrong, then please tell me what it is that I have. But I'm pretty sure that I have some like shade of like bipolar disorder, because I've read like studies on it and whatnot, and just like the general thing of it. I have moments, and these usually just happen like day to day. I have moments that I would usually like, I call my higher self, which is where it's where I get my most creative inspiration, creative drive, but I also tend to be a little bit more arrogant, a little bit less caring for others, a little bit just a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more reckless, a little bit more just like, but it's also when I'm genuinely like the happiest, and when I genuinely like, when I feel good, it's like the most feel good. But like it also comes with its own set of like problems, because I'll kind of lose track of reality, and I'll kind of see myself as like a higher being than I really am. Like I will there was a point in time where this did get so bad that I pretty well like every day said that I was a god. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, where I feel like I am right now, what I would usually interchangeably call the slump, or my lower self. And I feel terrible. I feel genuinely terrible. Like it feels like all the color's been sucked out of my world right now. I I get the impression that whenever I'm in this state of mind, um, that was just an alarm. I get the impression whenever I'm in this sort of like state of mind that it almost kind of seems like almost kind of seems like I'm not even really like there like all the way, like I'm kind of just like not empty, but like I do kind of seem like this sad, mopey, moody husk of myself. I can barely like push myself to do anything. I kind of just sometimes I'll just kind of sit and like stare at a wall or like the ceiling or outside. And the thing is that I don't um the slumps seem to either have no trigger at all, or at the very least, they have a very vague trigger. So, like, um, it'll be something like really vague, like, I looked out this window and the sky just doesn't feel right. And then that's like an entire, like, 2.5 hours of my day ruined. All of a sudden, for some reason. And in these moments, like, contrasted with, like, the higher self, I genuinely. I genuinely feel like subhuman. Like, I don't feel like I deserve love in these moments. I feel like I don't deserve affection, and yet at the same time, in these moments, I kind of crave affection and like some form of love. But also, I crave to be alone and to kind of just lie and wallow in my thoughts. I don't exactly remember what triggered it today, because all I really remember is that I was in my room and I was watching like some German 985 compilations. And then I just left my computer, went to wash my hands for something, and then I just suddenly felt like everything around me froze, and I suddenly got this creeping sensation of like just powerlessness and meaninglessness. I just feel like nothing right now. And it's not liberating. It's not liberating to feel like nothing. because in these moments I worry, and here's the thing, I had to stop myself there because I feel like I was gonna get into like, whenever I'm in these lower self states, I tend to kind of I tend to kind of spill my guts, if you will, like everywhere. Um, like it'll come about, and then like I'll just find some way to segue a conversation into like some personal, like deep-seated insecurities or trauma that I have. I had to kind of stop myself there because I um I tend to also get caught in what I generally call like thought loops in my lower self state, where I'll just like I'll think about it's just like terrible thoughts will come up and they'll just keep repeating or getting worse in my head, and I'll struggle to get out of it. It's like sleep paralysis, but like for thinking. It's just like imagine being able imagine like thinking about like a worst possible scenario of something, think about losing people dearest to you, and then imagine that thought progressively getting worse, adding on these horrible scenarios and ideas, and you can't get yourself out of it. Like you struggle to get out of the thought. You struggle to like clear your mind. Because that's generally what I feel. That's generally what I experience in these states. Like sometimes you'll see me go kind of silent and just kind of veer off in the distance or something. That's that's generally what that is. I think that's where I'm gonna stop this video. Um, I will be making I will most likely be making a sequel video to this whenever I'm in the higher self state, whenever that happens. But yeah, I guess that's all that needs to be said.